Hi guys, the phone's out, so that can mean only one thing. Phone videos is monsoon season. I'm sure you're all aware, you guys keep tabs on Thailand about the big storm that hit the country, and it supposedly left us by now. In fairness, here in Kampang, we've got away with it lightly. Although it was rain just most days, we didn't get half as much as other places in Thailand. The problem being though, everywhere is full up, not necessarily our farm, although it is approaching full capacity very rapidly. It's just that surrounding areas are all flooded, and we've just got a warning come through, as is often the case, that although the dam is fully open, it's over the dam. So all the big roads are overrun now. They're sort of like about 4 foot of water going over the big roads. So, you know, it's only a matter of time until it gets here. But honestly, I mean, we're still in high spirits. Even Bebo, look at that. What a farm dog, eh? Good girl, ain't you? All right, Bebo. Look at you. Like a little drown rat. Sorry if the picture's getting a bit moist, guys, but the video camera isn't charged at the moment. All my new banana plants are almost underwater. But yeah, we're in high spirits, which I suppose we shouldn't be really. I mean, look at the place. But our drain pipe is, well, it's been at full capacity for quite a few weeks now. And everything on the farm is coped really well with the work that we had done by Macro Man after last year when the dams broke. So we can't complain. We've done as much as we can, and keep the spirits high. The goats are safe. The lake level, of course, is rising, but not as quick as it would have done last year. Not when the water came over the edge, obviously, over the walls, but because of the drain pipes doing a brilliant job. So it is creeping up. It is gonna, if it carries on like this, we're supposed to have this for 2 days, then yeah, the goat house may well flood underneath, which will make it a nightmare to feed them. But we're busy. We're ferrying food to the goat house on a sort of like hourly basis. Once the goats have made headway on the food, then we fill it up. We've bulk bought our ram, the milled rice husk, and we've got some cow pellet and pig pellet. We've mixed that in with it, so they're getting plenty of dry food as well as the wet food. If we didn't do that, then everyone would get the trots. But they're dry. They're dry, they're warm. Regularly cleaning the house. We're letting them in the house now. We've just closed off all the birth rooms in there. But look at this. Do you remember when we had all the extra work done by Macro Man? It looked massive, didn't it? So high out the water. But remember, that was the dry season, and we'd pumped it down as well. And now, look at it. I mean, this is the new height, don't forget. It's bonkers. I'll show you the old height. Because the goat house had already been built, we couldn't raise it up. Well, we could, but it was just a bonkers price to do that. So yeah, we left a drainage ditch. So this drainage ditch, which is normally dry, goes all the way to the goat house, and because the goat house has got a big roof area, we get a lot of rainwater coming off there, and we need it to drain into the lake. The problem being now is the lake's coming up, but it is still draining from the house, so that's good. No idea how this video's looking, guys. You just have to bear with us, or don't. If you're thinking of goat farming in Thailand, this is the sort of thing you need to consider. So you remember last year with the floods, and someone said, oh, we haven't had it this bad for the last 20 years. Well, just shows you, lightning can strike twice. In fairness, I think last year was an anomaly. Can't say that correctly. Because of the dam breaks, I don't think we would have got as bad as this prior to that. Yeah, so the internal feeders, which I haven't shown yet. Girls and boys are happy in here. Thank goodness we sold 6 boys a couple of weeks ago. They're making headway in there. You can see now they're down here, we're filling up here. So we've got about 6 inches to go before it will go underneath the goat house. Tattoo, she doesn't want to come out, as half of the others don't either. So it's a bit minging at the moment. It's just that we've had some heavy winds with the rain, so everywhere gets wet. And then here we've got the feeders. So we're putting the ram and the pellet in here. Yes, sir, Guy. You took that away, mate. You've got to keep your strength up for these girls. Sherbet, not too keen on the ram. She's sniffing out the little pellets that are left there. Don't waste the ram, girl. Settle down. So the goats are coping really well. We're very happy about that. And look at them, they're all bone dry. Wouldn't have been like this last year. No chance. Might seem daunting to a lot of people. Very worrying as well with all the rain that's here, and you know, more that's forecast. But I don't know, it's sort of like a peace of mind that we've done as much as we can, and if it flows over the sides again, well, you know, what else could we have done? We've raised up the sides, and we've tried to create you know, so much cover for the goats and keep them fit and healthy, and you know, we have achieved that this year, so we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Right, we'll give you another date later on. Oh, look at that! Look at the sky, eh? Whoa, haven't seen a bit of break in the clouds, if you can call it that, for a long time. Oh, that'd be great if it stops, but as I say, there's more water on the way. It's over the road, so it's going to get here eventually anyway. The village is, what is it? Almost a metre underwater. So thankfully, Toon's mum and Kaimuk are in the conservant, and they're up nice and high and dry. But yeah, the poor sods in the village, they're underwater. So it just shows you how much of an improvement has been made on the farm. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up because it's on the phone, but straight over yonder, I can't see through the viewfinder, but where's my finger? There it is. Somewhere along there's a little blue speck, and that's our overflow pipe. It's got about 2 foot to go on it, and then it'll be over the top. But all the water's going through the sides at the minute. If it's going to get right to the top, I'm going to quickly go and put some mesh over the top, so try and reduce any baby fish getting out. But there you go. It may well be that we have to get the boats out. I was going to save this for a maiden voyage video around the lake while one of our recent farm stays was here. Chris Chris was very kind, and he sponsored one boat and we bought the other. So we got HMS Titanic underneath, and on top, the big one, we got Bitty. We've been around the lake once with our homemade oars. I don't know whose this is, whether Chris made this one or Toon's. This is Chris's. Unfortunately, when I pulled the boats out so they didn't go floating away in the flood, I lost an oar and it sank. So note to self, always make floating oars. But there you go, that's going to be another video. Next video will be a bit of an update on the situation here. Toon's little bamboo, just to finish off, Toon's little bamboo pond here is now overflowing very slightly. So we've reached full capacity in there, well, over full capacity, and it's just starting to come across here. And you can see there's quite a drop there. But if, as we expect, the water does reach us here from the overflowing dams, this will end up being the same height, if not higher than here. And then you can see, I don't know, I think we've got 1.5 meters to go. Last year would have been 0.5 metre. You see that?